The NFL playoffs are better with FanDuel because right now new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in select states. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Born on this date in 1910, fighter pilot and Medal of Honor recipient U.S. Navy Captain David McCampbell, who spent much of his childhood in Bessemer before his family moved to South Florida. Now, he remains the Navy's top ace, the ace of aces, they call it in the Navy. He's credited with putting down 34 Japanese planes during World War II. 9 in a single mission. In 1928, microtonal composer Ezra Sims of Birmingham. Today's also National Religious Freedom Day, something that U.S. presidents have proclaimed possibly every year beginning in 1993. God bless you, however you might seek the truth. Today, we have two different takes on California wildfire aid. A university president stepping down, college football Hall of Famers, and more. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Alabama's two Republican U.S. senators took different tacks this week on California wildfire aid, at least in rhetoric, reports AL.com's Howard Koplowitz. Tommy Tuberville was as firm as any of his GOP colleagues who called for conditions to be placed on the aid. President-elect Donald Trump and others have blamed the fire disaster in the Los Angeles area on California environmental policies. Tuberville, in an interview with pro-Trump Newsmax, was asked a leading question about whether the U.S. should be sending money to California for electing the wrong people. Tuberville took that open court bounce pass. Quote, "I don't mind sending them some money, but unless they show that they're going to change their ways and get back to building dams and stormwater, doing the maintenance with the brush and the trees, everything that everybody else does in the country, and they refuse to do it, they don't deserve anything, to be honest with you." Senator Katie Britt chose not to call for putting conditions on the aid during a conversation with Politico. While she said the feds aren't going to just write a blank check, quote, "I think what we need to be doing right now is standing firmly with the people of California, letting them know they have our prayers, they have our support, and that we stand ready to be thoughtful about ways that we can help in making sure that they have the resources they need." Well, 10 years is enough for Stuart R. Bell as the University of Alabama president, reports AL.com's Walisha Morris. Bell, who stepped into the job in 2015, will step down this summer, he announced via email. He's seen big growth in enrollment during his tenure, with the school now claiming more than 40,000 students. He also started a fundraising campaign dubbed Rising Tide that reached a $1.5 billion goal. Bell said he'll be returning to the faculty where he previously worked for 16 years. UA will open up a national search for its next university president. Also, the school's first black faculty member has passed away. Archie Wade joined UA in 1970 and worked there for 3 decades in the College of Education. His name's been on the university's Archie Wade Hall since 2021. According to UA, Wade was born in 1939. If you were in Orange Beach during the late summer, you might have seen an abandoned boat wrecked on a jetty at Perdido Pass. Now, if you did, you probably thought, well, somebody ought to get in trouble for just leaving that boat out there. Well, using charges related to a 2018 state law, authorities say a man has been arrested for refusing to remove the boat, reports AL.com's Patrick Darrington. The man's accused of violating the Abandon and Derelict Vessel Law. That law says that when you receive a request, spoken or written, to move your vessel, you have 24 hours to move it. According to the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, The boat was wrecked August 12th. The man was arrested by Marine Patrol officers January 8th. The Department of Conservation and Natural Resources has removed the boat. Because of either our upbringing or our life's experiences, a lot of us in Alabama tend to look at things a little differently than other folks do. Now, it's not about being right or better. Well, sometimes it is, but it's all a matter really of perspective. This principle might be magnified for University of Alabama football fans. For example, the rest of the country will acknowledge that Nick Saban is joining the College Football Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, University of Alabama football fans are more likely to note that the College Football Hall of Fame is joining Nick Saban. Saban was an easy choice for the Hall's class of 25, just a year after he retired from coaching. His coaching career spanned 28 seasons, 6 national championships, 11 SEC titles, and 297 wins if you count the ones against the University of Florida. Joining Saban in the class of 25 will be former Auburn linebacker Greg Carr. He was a Woodlawn High product who was a consensus All-American for the Tigers in 1984. He's still second on Auburn's all-time tackles list. And he's Dr. Carr these days, by the way. After 4 years in the NFL, he went to UAB and became a surgeon. One more Alabama connection going into the College Football Hall of Fame. Longtime Troy football coach Larry Blakeney. He hung a shingle in Pike County way back when it was called Troy State. Blakeney coached the Trojans for 24 seasons, ending in 2014. He won 174 games and 8 conference titles during that time. Many still remember that he played and later coached at Auburn under Doug Barfield and Pat Dye. The inductees will be honored December 9th in Las Vegas. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We will be back here tomorrow morning one more time this week. Until then, y'all come by anytime you want to and see what we're working on the World Wide Web at al.com.